being able to understand the difference of when to hear someone versus when to listen to them is crucial to being able to grow as an individual. Because I know so many people, and you that's watching this probably does this as well, where you're at a party or a group event or some mutual friend event that's happening, and you see this person and they don't look like someone that is on the same path in life as you are. And so you either ignore trying to talk to them, or if they are trying to talk to you, you don't hear anything that they're saying because you've already made up in your mind that this person can't provide any value in my life. Well, I'm here to tell you today that you're absolutely doing yourself a disservice when you do that, because everyone in this world can provide some value in your life if you give everyone a chance. See, we tend to just focus on people that are financially successful, that they're the ones with all the answers in life. And being financially successful is huge. Like, everyone wants financial freedom, right? Like, I'm not saying that's not important, but people's egos start to get to them when they feel like that they're at a financial point in life that other people aren't at. And because of that, there is no value that they can provide to them. But by doing that, you're not understanding that you don't know everything in the world. I guarantee you there's not a single person on this earth that knows everything about anything, okay? And when you start to have that frame of mind, your level of productivity as an individual is stunted because you're not going to be able to learn everything by yourself. You need to leverage other people in your life to help you get to that point. And what I want to get into today is understanding for you guys what the actual difference of hearing versus listening is. So think of hearing as you're having a conversation with a person and there's words coming in your mind, in your ear, right? Rather through your ear, and it's wrapped up in a bubble. So it's just like words wrapped up in a bubble, and it's just floating above your brain. And your brain is deciding, do I snatch this? Is this something that I need to know about, or is it not really interesting? So for example, let's say someone is talking to you about sports, football, for example, and you're not someone that watches football or really cares to learn about it. So this person's having this conversation with you, and those words are coming into your mind, wrapped up in a bubble, and your brain's like, you don't really care about this. So then it just goes out the other ear. Okay, so that's hearing. Listening would be someone talking to you about something that you are interested in or you don't know about, and you're interested to learn about it. So let's say politics. You're not someone that has the greatest political acumen, and someone's talking to you about the presidential race. You may not be able to chime in, but maybe try to ask that person questions to learn more so you don't have to do that on your own. And listening would be them giving you those words. It's in that thought bubble. It's in your brain, and your brain's like, I'm going to snatch that because I think you need to know this. Like, this is something you're interested in, right? And that's how you learn. That's what listening is. That's how you retain information. So, but the only thing, being able to get to this point is not shutting someone off initially because of how they dress. Maybe their weight is something that turns you off to listen to them or hear them even rather, or their dress sense, right? Many people just look at you and they're like, that there's nothing that this person provides value in my life. But if you're that person that doesn't talk to that person and makes the effort to try to get to know them, you never know what you can learn. And this will speed up your learning process when you leverage other people, because now you maybe just got a little basic, going back to this political example, you just got a little baseline of information of understanding the race, and now you can expand on that in your own time because you know like what to look up from there. So you continuously keep doing that. And think about it as you are going to a steakhouse, okay? You're going to look at multiple steaks. You're going to see maybe like a New York strip, a ribeye steak, filet mignon, right? You look at that, but then you see this Wagyu steak, and you're like, man, I want that Wagyu steak. Like, that looks really good. So you order that. But you at least looked at the other the steak options to see maybe if there's something else here that you may want. But after that dinner happens, after you eat that Wagyu steak, the only thing you're going to remember is what you ate, right? So what I would consider as the Wagyu steak is like considered listening, because you're going to remember that and how that tasted, and you were glad that you ate that. You're not going to remember the other options that you looked at, which is hearing, which is equivalent to hearing rather, because of the fact that you didn't actually order that, right? You didn't let it like resonate and stick with you. So, but you gave it a chance, and that's always what you should do. That's always doing yourself not doing yourself a disservice when you do that. Like you're helping yourself out. And ultimately, as people in this world, you want to be able to add to much of your toolbox as possible. Okay? Like you want different tools in your toolbox so you can be the most well-rounded person possible, because as you grow, as you have these conversations with people that you're currently shutting off, when you learn some information from them, you can now have a conversation with other people that you feel will provide value in your life because you know how they are, maybe how they carry themselves. You've had conversations with them before. Now you have to be able to give value in that person's life, and then they can teach you about something else that you don't know. So it's like thinking about it like opening doors, right? You start with one door, okay? You open it just to see what's in there. And that door has like 2 different doors. Okay, so then you open it. You open one of the doors, and it has 3 doors in this door, and this other door has maybe like 4 doors in that door. And then it just keeps expanding, right? But if you just shut someone off and you don't open that first door, you're going to be stuck on that same level at all times. So the point is, understand that you should always hear people out at minimum until they give you a reason not to. Because eventually, like, I understand as well that there are certain people you've had multiple conversations with. There's nothing of interest of you to listen from that person. They're not helping you learn anything. No values being added to your life. So I understand that, but you need to give that a chance. I would say typically 3 conversations at the maximum. You can probably figure it out in 2 conversations. But I give it at least 3 conversations with a person to truly understand that. And then okay, this person is just not someone that is going to have anything of value for you. But the good thing is, if there is someone like that does have some value, and you at least hear them out, and maybe you retain it, but even if you just hear them out, going forward when you see that person again, people will respect you when they understand that, okay, like, this guy's not like losing respect for me. He's maybe not interested in this conversation. My body language will show that I'm not interested in this conversation. But that person will know that in the past, we did have a conversation that resonated with me, and vice versa. So there's no disrespect happening here. It's just the fact that this guy doesn't really care about what I'm talking about right now. So that's a very key distinct, because I've talked about this before, but respecting people is very key as you move throughout life, because you never know who can help you out in this world. So if you like this video, comment what you think, subscribe if you haven't to me already, share with a friend that just shuts people down, and let them know they're doing themselves a disservice. There's so much benefit that you can get from other people in this world. You just have to give people a chance to show that. No matter how they look, no matter what form they come in, like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop thinking you're above people like that, because we can always learn something new, and learning is always fun. So I appreciate you guys watching this one, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.